Hello everyone. Today I'm going to share a brief information on Mongolia's leadership in creating a vision for the International Year on Rangelands and Pastoralists. My name is Bulgamaa. I'm working for the Mongolian National Federation of Past User Groups, and also I'm going to introduce co-authors, Dr. Munknasan, who's working for Ministry of Food, Agriculture and Light Industry, and Dr. Tungalag as well. She's from Zoological Society of London. So as you see on this picture, this is one of the busiest season, the summer place for Mongolian herders, having all type of animals, having a highest grazing pressure, and also this is the peak time for the livestock production, especially for the dairy products. So Mongolia is one of the few nations which could have preserved its nomadic pastoralism and cultural identities carried out on natural rangelands. So rangeland health, rangeland productivity is very important part for the herding life. Today, herders are facing challenges especially on the rangeland health and rangeland productivity. It's partly because of the climate change impacts, because Mongolia is one of the countries who's having the severe impacts of the climate change, like prolonged dry and hot weather, and more frequent and intense climatic hazards, and the reduction in precipitation, and also changes in precipitation distribution. And also there is improper management impacts, because in 1990s there was the livestock privatization that was causing the continuous increase of the livestock number in Mongolia. And because of this continuous increase of livestock number and grazing pressure, the herders are facing with the overgrazing problem. According to the national report of Mongolian rangeland health that was released in 2018, 57% of Mongolian rangeland is having the altered from the reference states and having a degradation in certain level. So this is here the recovery class map. It's based on the monitoring plots across the country, and it is marked by the different colors depending on the recovery classes. So the dark blue and blue dots representing the relatively healthy and reference states, and yellow and red ones are representing the moderately to heavily degraded states, and also having the long time need for the recovery. So based on this picture, we can see that most of it's closely 80% of total degraded area in Mongolia has ability to be recovered naturally. And this is also the comparative study of the distribution of the heavily degraded rangelands. So the first picture here, this is prepared in 2015. So at this time, the heavily degraded area was sharing 7% of total rangeland area in Mongolia, but it was increased in 2018 to the 11%. So it shows that even though we have a great opportunity with the natural recovery, but we need to promptly and decisively act on the making changes of the current management regime. Government of Mongolia took the initiative to designate the International Year on Rangelands and Pastoralists for 2026 to bring global attention to challenges that pastoralism and rangelands face together. So Mongolian government has taken several key measures, like creation of a national support group, preparation of the formal proposal, providing liaison with respective UN bodies and other governments, and also the promotion at international events. It will not only to help pastoralists to increase their cultural competence and traditional pride, but it will also play a significant role in global sustainable development and poverty reduction, both in developed and developing countries. So thanks to the very well organized and hard work of the supporting groups, we could make good progresses in last few years. 2019, the National Task Force and international supporting groups were established that covers 8 regional supporting groups today. In 2020, initiative to designate the International Year on Rangelands and Pastoralists for 2026 was done, and as of today, 58 governments and 300 organizations are supporting this initiative. In 2021, on the 42nd session of the FAO conference that was held in last June, endorsed the proposal of an international year on rangelands and pastoralists in 2026 and adopted the resolution. In 2022, very recently, the proposal for an international year on rangelands and pastoralists in 2026 was smoothly negotiated among the United Nations member states. It is on the agenda for next discussion on 28 February next week, when it is expected to be formally adopted by UN General Assembly. So today we are confident that the proclamation of an International Year on Rangelands and Pastoralism in 2026 will bring a concrete result and a positive impact on increasing the world's food supply, reducing global hunger and poverty, and providing the world's population with high quality and eco-food by developing organic production of livestock products and efficient use of the pasture land. Thus, we are looking forward to an extended support of the member states when our delegation submits a draft resolution on observance of an International Year on Rangelands and Pastoralists in 2026 to the General Assembly. So here I am ending my talk. Thank you very much for your attention.